All right, so now that we have gone through a couple of different aspects of vitamin D3 importance for our immunity in general, and we have covered so many different aspects of the whole topic, such as the skin types and the amount and all of that. Let's quickly summarize all of that so that the people listening are sort of reminded again, because there was a lot of information that went over my head. I mean, I grasped some of it. Just let's do key takeaways for the audience, because I really hope the audience really gets a benefit out of this podcast and episode. George?
Yeah. All right. So to conclude, vitamin D is connected to a lot of different health aspects. It protects you from disease, and it optimizes your immune system. So that's one. Second one, you can find it in food, you can find it in supplements, and you can find it, through sunlight. If you take about 2,000 IU, that's with minimal sun exposure. So for a lot of people, that would be in winter times at least. If you like to go out and you're exposed to the sun a lot, it's a different story, especially in the spring and summer months. If you're on 50 degrees latitude, that's okay. If you're on 40 degrees latitude, that's also fine. But if you are lower than on 20 degrees here, we can also produce vitamin C, I wanted to say. You can produce vitamin C also in winter times. So for us, it's much easier.
Right.
Now, I say 2,000 IU with minimal sun exposure. If you eat food with vitamin D, you need a less sun exposure. So you can take that into account. And if you have a darker skin type, you need up to twice, the darkest skin types need up to twice more sun exposure than people with skin type 2, so such as me. Mm-hmm. And if I live on 50 degrees latitude, I need sun exposure daily throughout the year, and I don't count winter now, up to half an hour. If you live on 40 degrees latitude, you need only a couple of times a week, 3 times a week or so. Up to half an hour is also okay.
So for people who are not clear on their specific amount, given maybe some of the listeners are from different parts of the world, can they look up how much vitamin D they need daily on the internet, or should they go to a physician or a dietitian or doctor to find out the needed amounts?
Yeah, so like I said, the optimum recommended amount of vitamin D, there are more and more nutritionists, dietitians, doctors that actually don't agree with the current recommendations. Mm-hmm. So like me, so it's if you go to a physician, he or she may not be aware of the recommended amounts, and not everybody knows like what sun exposure you need. There is no magic pill here. If you get some from vitamin D, just track your diet through, for example, chronometer.com. It's an excellent tool to track your nutrition. You can at least see what you get through your diet. Now, if that is 0 and you don't like to go out in the sun, or you always use sun lotion, taking a vitamin D supplement is the easiest way, and I would recommend it. Just you do need to keep your vitamin D levels at least up to a healthy level.
But to measure the actual amount inside a person's body, they would probably have to go do like a specialized test, right?
Yeah, you can have it measured. Yeah, mm-hmm. And but then I would recommend people to pay attention to if they measure nanograms per milliliter. I think I said deciliter. It's per milliliter. If they measure nanograms, have it above 30. And if they measure nanomoles, depending on where you live, have it above 75. That would be
right.
That would be the minimum.
And I've been kind of lacking in vitamin D. Maybe that's a reason for certain things that happen in my life. Anyway, so to sum up, vitamin D3 is important, right?
Yes, extremely important.
Extremely important. And for any of the listeners who would like to purchase the vitamin D3 supplement that George advised, we will have a link for you. It may be affiliate, it may not be. And we will put a disclaimer there next to the link. So please check it out if you're interested. And we are going to see you in the next episode. But before we say goodbye, we would like to mention that we are on different podcast platforms, and you can follow us. It would be very nice if you could follow us, and we will have a lot more interesting episodes in the future. So make sure you check out major podcast platforms, and do subscribe to our YouTube channel, where we will post the full episodes and put it out in different clip forms so you can see each particular individual piece of information broken down, and you can watch it, and we will see you next time. So thank you very much for listening, and bye-bye. Listen to the entire episode of the Immunity Podcast.
Link in the description below.